Hey everyone. Just wanted to know if you guys can hear me right now, and if I'm perfectly clear and everyone can see my slideshow right now, please respond in the chat, please. All right, thank you so much. Um, all right, so let's get this started. Thank you everyone that actually showed up. And this is our first event called our Dyslexia Awareness Conference, and this is day one of our conference. And if there's any internet issues, I am so sorry. Um, but we'll get through it just like how we did for this event. So let me just, oh, and for some mishaps, instead of ending at 11:40 today, we're actually ending earlier at 11. But all right, let's get started. So our purpose, besides October being Dyslexia Awareness Month, we wanted to make it a little bit more special by promoting more inclusivity and awareness on the topic about dyslexia. As we know, there are people that are dyslexic and it does affect their academic, work, and even their mental environment. And so we wanted to become more aware of it and show how we can kind of get a sense of what they're going through. And also like the neuroscience with it, and the information that goes along with it. And also to branch out and engage more people in learning about this information as well. So, I, awareness, as is in the name, it's knowing what a person may feel or like what they may experience. So not everyone knows what dyslexia is or the symptoms of it. And so in doing so, it does lead to negative perceptions, stereotypes, and misconceptions about them. And as you know, may lead to biased, uh, critical, and also decision making. And so what we want to do is try and prevent more of that from happening. And so a little bit about us. We are the hosts, Our Neurotruth of Life, and our mission is to help our communities reduce negative stereotyping, provide accessible and easy research content about neuroscience, medical, and brain-related everyday topics. Um, and with our directors, we try and provide daily motivational posts in our branch account. And we hope to be a student-led nonprofit organization in order to help us have a more connected and also a little bit more impact closer to our causes, especially in neuroscience research and their labs. So, um, for future positions and references, um, these are what our executive board is, if you're very curious in how we do things. We have our event outreach leaders that is supposed to help host with everything, through YouTube and anything virtual to help us and plan things out. Researchers, they also help us well with providing the research and also help organize it and provide resources and more credible sources for those research and what people may need. So, yeah. Um, and also we currently have social media managers um that basically try and interact with you, try to help you get involved with what we're doing, um and also connect with you, do like Discord and Instagram and Facebook and everything like that. And like I said, the motivational directors, we currently have one right now. So We use Canva in order to do those things. And basically, all of our designs we use with Canva. And so we also have a graphic designer that uh, actually is already open. So for now, I've been doing the designs and also asking for feedback about them. So yeah. And we currently have a secretary that's supposed to record everything and also help with additional tasks as well. So, uh, if no one knew actually, which is totally fine, um, we are currently hiring, if you don't already know. Um, so we are happily accepting more people in our executive board. And like I've said many, many times, uh, no application is required for this. And all you have to do is just email us or just DM our Instagram story with your contacts and the position that you desire um, here. And also, since not everyone's flexible and can't make it to live meetings from before, I, yeah, I have actually uh made it asynchronous. So I'll be recording meetings and then I would be, yeah, and then everyone would have deadlines and report to our Google Classroom for them. So just noting as a announcement, we will be having a podcast with Brainwave Team Technology on one of their episodes coming really soon. So there's that for us. And now, and this may be a little bit delayed, I'm sorry, but we have Step Up Texas here today. That's here to speak with us. And Step Up Texas, it provides students with access to volunteering opportunities and are dedicated to helping students find ways to help out in their communities, whether big or small, online or in person. And so, make sure to contact them with any questions and let them know uh, if there's any volunteering opportunities that you can add on their site. So, yeah. If the representative of Step Up Texas is actually here, um, you may speak now and I will mute. Not too sure what happened, but in the meantime, just step back, um, and have a small early break while you're at it. Oh, and just noting, I'm not sure if Zoom can surpass that 40 minutes. So if you can actually look at our link tree in our Instagram account in our bio, there's many Zoom links. This is the part one of our Zoom links. And so there's multiple parts. I believe there's three parts today. This one being part one, and then after Step Up Texas would be part two, I presume. Uh, and then there's a part three. So yeah, just have a break while I see what's going on. So a speaker will come here shortly at 9:20. Um, so if you guys have any questions right now, or maybe like any concerns or how we actually made this event possible, then feel free to respond in the chat as I will be here trying to monitor everything. So thank you guys so much for your patience. I was on mute the entire time. That's okay. So I'm guessing that the representative of Step Up Texas is here right now. And sorry about the Wi-Fi issues.
Oh yeah, hi there. So sorry I was having some technology issues when joining, but I'm here now. So here I've presented some dyslexia success stories. And here we're just going to show some people who have had dyslexia and have had great success in their lives, just to show that dyslexia does not keep you from having success. You can still have a great life with dyslexia. So the first person we have here is Jared Blank. He is a marathon runner who was diagnosed with dyslexia when he was 5 years old. And as he moved through school, he learned that for him, academic success was a matter of hard work and endurance. Um, and when he was working with tutors, he discovered that tasks took him longer than other people. So he realized that he could discover athletics instead of academics, and even has advanced degrees in 2 universities. And he runs for IDA's Teen Quest to help raise awareness about dyslexia. So even if you're not successful in academics in school, um, know that you can still, there are other fields of life in which you can be successful in. You just have to learn to discover them and try new things. Here's Cameron Harold. Cameron Harold is one of the most sought after business minds in North America. He's built several $1 million companies from the ground up, as well as a mentor to top rated CEOs. And throughout his career, Cameron has been instrumental in the successful sale, branding, and integration of a remarkable 500 business locations with 3 major companies. He was the recipient of the Pinnacle Award, which was created to recognize an individual with dyslexia who's been publicly acknowledged and made a successful achievements in his field of interest, leading to a successful life, and is a role model for others with dyslexia. So here, this is an extremely successful business person. So here we have a story of someone who has been successful in the more academic part of fields. And there has actually been awards that have been created to acknowledge people with dyslexia. So you can also be a successful business person as someone who has dyslexia, as shown here with Cameron Harold. Lindsay Leavitt. And here we have a young teenager, Lindsay Leavitt, and she wanted to use her mitzvah project to raise awareness around dyslexia. She has dyslexia herself, so she launched a campaign to increase dyslexia awareness and also set fundraising goals to raise money for the International Dyslexia Association. She exceeded her donation goals. So you don't even have to be like an adult 40 years of age, like shown in the last two people. She was only 13 years old. And you can make a change when you're young. It doesn't matter how old you are. If you're 13 years old, if you're 7 years old, or if you're 60 years old. And here we have some celebrities with dyslexia, and I wanted to show these because you might have heard of these people. So it might show you and they still have a lot of success. We have Anderson Cooper. He's a 6-time Emmy Award winning journalist, and I'm sure you've seen him on the news. He's the face of CNN News. It's an accomplishment he never thought he'd accomplish as a boy struggling to read. So he started off struggling to read, and now he's the face of the news. So growing up in a home where reading and writing had a great value, he struggled to keep up with his brother, who was an avid reader, and he'd sometimes pretend to read because he had trouble reading and making sense of the words and letters. So his teachers could tell that he was a bright student. So having dyslexia doesn't mean that you can't be a bright student, but had tremendous reading challenges. And ultimately, it was through weekly meetings with the school's reading specialists that Cooper began to make strides. After high school, Cooper went on to study journalism at prestigious Yale University. So he went from having reading issues to studying journalism at Yale. That's a huge accomplishment. And even after that, he became the face of the news. And looking back, he said he's grateful for his school and the teachers who recognized his potential and took issues with reading seriously and with care. Albert Einstein is perhaps one of the most famous figures to have dyslexia, and he is a well-known physicist. Everyone has probably heard of Albert Einstein, but a lot of people don't know that he had dyslexia. I definitely didn't. He won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921 and extremely intelligent, but he had dyslexia at the same time. So this shows that having dyslexia does not stop you from having extreme intelligence. Albert Einstein, a teenager, he showed signs of brilliance and creativity in his interest in geometry, but he also showed sign of weakness in his speech and verbal development, as well as in several school subjects. And his teacher believed that nothing would become of him. So if anyone tells you or tells someone with dyslexia that you can't do this or you're not worthy of this, you need to know that you can do it. And it doesn't matter if you have dyslexia. Albert Einstein had dyslexia. He wrote to Keira Knightley is an actress who said she owed much of her professional success to her unexpected source, Jane Austen. And as a girl, she struggled to read due to her dyslexia, but it was a screenplay written by Emma Thompson of Austen Sense and Sensibility that helped the actress push through her challenges. So she struggled with reading, but she wrote a whole screenplay. Emma Thompson wrote a screenplay and it helped her push through the challenges. Her mom got her a copy of the screenplay Emma had written, and she wrote that I was dyslexic, and the way she got me over it was to say, if Emma Thompson couldn't read, she makes sure that she'd get over it. So you have to start reading because that's what Emma Thompson would do. So you have to start trying. If you think you can't do it, at least try. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for having me. And yeah, thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Step Up Texas, for representing and talking to us. That was seriously inspirational and also very educational as well. So yeah, thing she finished up early, but that is totally okay. So it gives you enough time. Um, Zoom, it kind of is free. However, they do give you a 40-minute limit for a Zoom meeting. And so that's why, even though it says 9 to 11, I separated it each by parts as this is part one. And now we'll be transitioning to part two. So uh, you can go here in our link tree, even type it out. And then you'll see Zoom day one, part one, Zoom day one, part two. Then you should be clicking on the part two as this meeting will end and it won't start again until 9:40 in the next new meeting. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a heads up as this is, and as this will take some time. Yeah, as this will take some time, and if you want to stick around, go ahead, please. But this will be recorded and it will be in our YouTube channel and then maybe in our Instagram account as well. So everyone that isn't here tonight or isn't here in the morning, can just view it on YouTube and see that we've actually tried and made a success with this event. So, uh, do you guys have any questions right now on this transition as I will slowly end the meeting right now and the next one will start at 9:40. So
Cool. Thank you for having me. Sorry for being a little late. My computer was having some tech.
no, it's totally fine. I think it's also a tiny bit in my part, but you got through it and it was beautiful. So thank you so much. All right.
Sorry, you just glitched out right now. Can you repeat what you said?
I was gonna say great job with
Oh,
even despite the Wi-Fi issues.
thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna slowly end this and then start a new meeting. All right.
All right, bye.
Mhm.